Happy Tuesday. Hope your Tuesday is going great. I'm popping on a little bit later today. I just kind of want to play around with times a little bit. I am Rob Fenstermaker, former corporate burnout survivor turned your empowerment coach. And I'm glad to have you here with me today. Hope everything is going well with you on this day. I know it's going great here for me. Again, I'm happy to be here with you. And I heard explained to me today, or heard a great I was just listening to some things earlier today that, reminded me that life was never meant to be challenge-free. Challenges in life confront us constantly. And it's in those challenges of life that we come across, that we have, that make us that great version of who we can become. And they add to our story. They help us to build on that story. And it was the way it was mentioned. It talked about how we've kind of become the society where we really want to protect our children. I want to protect children, but sometimes we've gone a little bit overboard with the way we have to protect our children. We can't allow them to experience any pain or discomfort in life. And I go back to when I was a kid. Some of the crazy things we used to do as a kid, you're never going to allow kids to do today. We would build ramps and jump our bikes over things, and we didn't have helmets. We didn't have elbow pads. We didn't have knee pads. And now you can't hardly see a kid today on a bike without all that stuff because we can't allow them to fall and get hurt. But you know what? That's where we learn a lot about ourselves, is when we fall and maybe we get a little hurt and we pick ourselves up and we move on. We get through that challenge. And that's what life's about, is negotiating those challenges we have in life. Because as we go through them, we learn a lot about ourselves. And yes, those challenges may be just uncomfortable in the moment. They may not feel great, but getting through them, trying to find ways to get through that moment, trying to discover something new about yourself to get to the other side of that, that's about us becoming that next great version of who we can become. Because it's the great stories of life that motivate people, as they see the examples of stories of life and they say, hey, that's someone who was able to overcome great things in their life. Why can't I do it? And you have that ability within you to take that challenge in your life. Maybe it's something that's very painful, but confronting that pain head on, that pain can be that great story of your life, because your pain can become your great crown, if you think about it. Getting through those painful moments we have in our life, going deep. We all have these moments in our life that maybe we've kind of held back, or maybe we don't really like to talk about because they bring up some type of pain. But it's that pain that marks who we are. It's that challenge of overcoming that helps us to be that great version of who we can be. So be willing to accept the challenges in your life so that you can feel that exhilaration of victory, because there's no greater feeling than the feeling of victory. Victory is something that's fantastic. Victory is something where you have accomplished something great. Just think to any sporting event you've ever seen. Their whole goal, anybody who plays any sport, either a team sport or individual sport, is to hold that trophy at the end to show, I was the victor. You can hold your own personal trophy to tell the world that you were a victor and not a victim. Because victors, they put their oars in the water through ownership, accountability, and responsibility, and move forward on the waters of life. Whereas victims, they just want to blame everyone and everything by being lazy and making excuses as to why they can't excel or exceed in life. So the question I have for you, do you want a victor's mentality or do you want a victim's mentality? I would hope it would be a victor's mentality so that you can feel that great exhilaration of victory. So I would love to hear from you. Just drop me a line, or just go ahead and drop a line down below, or email me direct at rob@robfenstermaker.com, and we can have a little bit of a conversation. Or you can go ahead and just schedule a quick connect call with me, because I would love to learn more about you, and I would love to give you the opportunity to learn a little bit more about me. So I hope you're having a great Tuesday. I hope everything's going fantastic where you're at. I am glad you're here with me, and I will talk to you tomorrow. on my 365-day challenge. Again, this is Rob Fenstermaker, former corporate burnout survivor turned your empowerment coach. Let's make it a great day. Take care. Bye.